Ciao a tutti, benvenuti a Milano. So guys, this is my last video in Milan for the entire year.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out.
Do you see the tears forming in my eyes? I mean, right now they're imaginary, but pretty soon they're gonna be real because I'm going back to America on Thursday. I know it's crazy, but that's just this year, not this school year, so I will be bringing you more videos in 2018. But for now, I'm wrapping it up with some random pictures that I took this year in my semester, and I'll be explaining them to say what the context is and maybe tell some weird stories that might be associated with them. So here we go, let's begin. Okay. Yeah, this video is very embarrassing. So, before the semester started, some of my friends and I got together. Of course, I had to say goodbye to everyone, so I had like one last hangout session with like a lot of my friends in America. And two of my friends and I were hanging out one night, and the one in the picture with the blonde hair was like, "Carly, why do you like Bollywood dancing so much?" So the thing is, one of my friends had a graduation party, and he was Indian, so he had like a Bollywood themed graduation party. And I was really into the music because it was so catchy, so I started listening to Bollywood music, and that's one of the songs, and so I really just danced along because I was really feeling it that day. So yeah, but seriously, Bollywood music is very catchy, check it out. This is a picture of my mom and I on top of the cathedral in the Piazza del Duomo, which is the city center of Milan. So just when we got here, maybe a few days after our arrival, my mom, my aunt, and I all went to explore the inside of the dome, and we went to the rooftop, and it was so much fun, but it's just one of the touristy things everyone does when they come to Milan. And after school started, some prior students told me that those who go on top of the dome's roof will not graduate. It's like one of the superstitions of Bocconi, so yay, good for me! But it still makes for some pretty good photos. Okay, this next one yielded me a ton of hatred from many Italians. So I went to an aperitivo one time with some of my friends. There were brownies and there was pizza. So I took a piece of pizza, took a brownie, crumbled it up, put it on top of the pizza, and ate it, and it was delicious. And everyone was like, "Carly, what in the world are you doing? You cannot do this. This is a crime in Italy. You can't be in Italy and do this horrible action." And I was like, "Okay guys, chill, it's actually good." So I put that picture on my Instagram story, and a lot of people were like, "Carly, no, I'm not friends with you anymore." And also in the beginning of the year, in August I want to say, I went to meet some classmates before school actually started at another aperitivo place, and I got tiramisu and french fries, and I dipped the french fries in the tiramisu, and everyone stared at me and was like, "You're in our class? How do you have brains to be in a university with that action?" But once again, it was worth it. You should all try it. These are pictures from Venice! Okay, so in October, some friends and I went to Venice for 2 days, and it was so much fun! Everyone says that Venice has too many pigeons, it's too hot, there are too many tourists, it smells like fish everywhere. Actually, none of those things were true, probably because it was October and it was cold. And it didn't smell like fish because I didn't really hang out near the main area with all the water. I just hung out near the little canals. We explored like so much, and St. Marco Square, the main city center of Venice, had like barely any pigeons. So what are you guys talking about? Seriously, Venice is one of the most underrated cities ever, and it's awesome. And go visit it before it goes underwater forever, please. This is a picture from the American Thanksgiving in Italy. Actually, I had some international students and Americans alike over to my place for Thanksgiving this year, and it was super fun. We made a bunch of food. Everyone brought something of his or her own, and we all ate a meal together. And I was in charge of cooking the pumpkin pie, and I was freaking out because I, first of all, don't even have an oven. Second of all, don't know how to make pie. Third of all, didn't even know like if I should even use real pumpkin or what. For those of you who don't know, pumpkin pie is a traditional pie made in America, especially for Thanksgiving. And it's not actually made with pumpkin, it's made with pumpkin spice, which is like a really sugary version of what pumpkin might taste like. So I was about to walk to Esselunga, the supermarket, all alone, and I was like, I don't know how to make this pie, like I'm so freaking out. Don't know how to make a pie crust, especially without an oven, but I'm gonna make it work somehow. And then out of nowhere walks a friend of mine whom I literally had not seen since like 3 months before Thanksgiving, and I was like, hi, oh my gosh, how are you? And she was like, hey, how's life going? We started talking, and she was like, I'm about to go shopping, how about you? And I was like, yeah, me too, we can go together if you want. She's like, yeah, let's do it. So on the way there, I was like freaking out, telling her about my big struggle about how I had no idea how to make a pumpkin pie, and she was like, oh, I mean, like, I can help you if you want. I like cooking, and I have an oven, so you can come to my house. And I was like, oh my Lord Jesus, did you just send an angel? I was so excited, and I was like, you are the best person ever, thank you. So she like found a recipe for me online and like told me like what size pumpkin to get. Like we actually got pumpkin itself to actually put in the pie, and it was awesome. And we got all these ingredients, and then we went to her place and cooked the pie, and she's such a good chef, and like, oh my god, that girl is the best. Shout out to you, Lavinia, I love you. Mwah. Oh yeah, seriously, that was so much fun. And then we had the pie, and it actually tasted like pumpkin. It was so weird because in America, pumpkin pie tastes like I don't know, like a sugary cheesecake kind of thing. And the one that we made actually tastes like pumpkin. It was like very melony and very delicious, very natural. Yeah, it was cool. This was so much fun. It was this gigantic Christmas market. It had these like gigantic buildings called pavilions. There were like 5 or 6 of them filled with artisans from all over the world. Each one was dedicated to a different continent. Like one was Asia slash the Americas. One of them was Asia, again, like other parts of Asia. One of them was Europe, one of them was Italy, another one was Italy, and another one was Italy slash Africa. So it was so cool. It was called miLAno. It means like of Milanese fair in Rho, which is a little town outside of Milan. If you take the metro all the way, you can get there. And it was awesome. I have never seen so many different nationalities in one location before. And it was such a great experience because I feel like I traveled to so many places in one day, even though I was just in the same place. Because I've never actually been to any countries besides America, Italy, and France, and the fact that I could visit people from all over in one day was absolutely amazing. And not to mention, I got to see Spain. I've always wanted to go to Spain or a Latin American country. There was a Spanish section, a Colombian section. I love Colombia so much. And also Ecuadorian section, Peruvian section, Bolivian section. There's so many sections. It was awesome. And yeah, it was so much fun. Truly, I recommend it to everyone who comes to Milan. The picture I'm about to show you, which is this one. Yeah, that picture was at Pakistan. It was one of the Pakistani artisans. And I started to take a picture of his booth, and he was like, no pictures. And I was like, okay then. Like, why? Why would he not let me take pictures? I was trying to think about it for a long time. Like, I thought about it for a while, and even to this day, I have no idea why he prevented me from taking pictures of his stand, because if I advertise it on my own social media profile, it's actually giving him business. Like, it's advertising for him for free. So, unless he's like a drug cartel owner, which I don't think is true, because he was selling crystals, like actual crystal rock jewelry, or unless he's like an international fugitive, there's no reason he should have been angry. So actually, while my friend, whom I went with, was buying something for him, he was distracted, so I took a picture of it anyway. So,
damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Doing it for the Instagram. Milan's first snow of the winter! So exciting. Actually, that was the same day I went to the miLAno, so it was really cool. And when we were walking between the pavilions, the friend I went with and I were like, yay, it's snowing! We like caught the snowflakes on our tongues and stuff. It was so fun. And actually it doesn't snow much in Milan, so it was super exciting! Gosh, this one's also gonna get me some haters. Okay, so in case you don't know, I'm absolutely in love with Matteo Renzi, who is the past Prime Minister of Italy, but he actually stepped down because he proposed a referendum to change the constitution of Italy, and the citizens voted against it, so he decided not to be the Prime Minister anymore. And I was super sad because there's this video of him trying to speak English, and like, he knows English, it's cool, but the way he says it is so cute, and like, actually, I'll link the video below so you can see what I'm talking about, but it's funny because he speaks English and then it sounds like other words. Like, for example, he says, my mother crying the TV. Like, I guess he means my mother was crying at the TV. and it has like subtitles, and one of the subtitles for cry is this business in Italy called Crai, C-R-A-I. And I had no idea that was a thing because I've watched this video over a year ago, and I thought it was just like a way to pronounce that Italians would spell cry in their, like if they were to use it with their pronunciation of the letters, so it would be C-R-A-I. But actually, I didn't know it was a business until I passed by it on the tram, and I was with a bunch of Italian friends, and I saw that business, and I was like, guys, that's the cry business from the Matteo Renzi video, you know when he's trying to speak English? And I said it so loudly because I was really excited, and my friends just like looked at me, and they're like, oh, that's cool, and then everyone else on the tram started glaring at me, and I was like, oh my god. I was like the stupidest thing ever. Like, I should not have screamed it so loudly. Like, they all just looked at me, and I could just tell that all of them hated me so much in that moment. Like, I didn't mean to be offensive. Like, it probably wasn't offensive, but like, it was just kind of weird how like I talked so loudly about Matteo Renzi trying to speak English. But like, yeah. Anyway, it was really funny because like, really, I mean, not really funny, but more like embarrassing. So yeah, anyway, now you know. And last but not least, this is a picture of a crepe with a scoop of gelato. And the reason I'm posting this is because yesterday actually this happened. And I was with one of my friends at the new shopping district in City Life, which is like in the north of Milan. It's like a little mall area, but also has some outdoor stuff. It's pretty cool, brand new. It was made about 2 weeks ago, so check it out if you're in Milan. So the friend I was there with and I went shopping. Then we went to a cafe / gelato shop, and I was really in the mood for this one thing on the menu, which you can get a crepe and you can get a scoop of gelato for like €6. And I was like, okay, I haven't had gelato for a while, so I'll have some. So when I went up to order it, I said, buonasera, potrei avere un crepe con gelato? And like that guy looked at me and he was like, are you American? And I was like, yeah. He's like, I can tell. Can I have a crepe with gelato? And I was like, oh my god. Like, he made fun of me so much because I didn't know how to say like crepe in Italian. I know in French it's like crepe, but then in English it's crepe. So I wasn't sure what the Italian pronunciation would be, but apparently it's crepe. So, fun fact. And then gelato is gelato, so crepe con gelato. That's how I should have said it, but anyway, I guess I'm just too American sometimes. I can't really control that, but anyway, good times. So yeah, that's what happened this semester. I didn't include any pictures with people in them because then I have to ask for permission and that would take so long, and I would rather just stay safe with the food pictures I took, because usually when I eat food with someone I take pictures of the food and that reminds me of what happened that day, so yeah. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I'm really gonna miss Milan so much when I'm in America. This semester has been absolutely amazing. Thank you to everyone who's helped make it so much fun. And thank you, Bocconi, for giving me the opportunity to even be in Milan in the first place. I really appreciate it. And this opportunity has been once in a lifetime. And I'm so blessed to be here. So thank you to everyone who has begun following me recently. And thank you to everyone who's been supporting me so far with this YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing, commenting, liking, all of that jazz. You guys are truly the best, and I'm so blessed to have you guys. So thanks for watching as always. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Monday in America. Ciao. Mwah.